Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go from Chicago. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Okay, you hear me say this all the time. The NFL's a matchup league. The NFL's a matchup league. It's about getting your talent on a lesser talent. Getting your big receiver on a guy in a contested situation where he can go high top just like he did.
Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And a good gain here, 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Pass play on 1st and 10. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down.
Dude, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Working now from the gun. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. A lot of contact, can't keep control of it. Ball jostled out. It's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Here's the snap on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
Okay, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Has a lane inside the 25. Toward the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall, 36 yards out. He goes in for 6.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Running back sent in motion. They'll throw it here on 1st. Called in by Njoku, left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, looking to throw. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Sticking to the air here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
And before we could see a snap, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and excited to start this 2nd quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. They are throwing it again. Right side, Thornton's got it. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Love gets it. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal. Well, he had to be patient. He had to wait to get his 1st run of this game, Brock, and he certainly made the most of it.
Might just be a game where you don't get as many looks, not as many touches, so you better maximize them when you do, and he just did.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Dejon Stribling, capping a 7-play scoring drive.
Lining up for the point after.
The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. So they'll decline this and take the results.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick
Now
off.
after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. And they get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this drive with Hall. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Hall once more. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that's going to be good for a Bears first down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
First down now, ball at the 33. They go right back to Hall. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made by Ronnie Lott. A 7-yard pickup.
Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning.
At the 40-yard
More from Soldier
line.
Field after this. Second and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run for it with Hall. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. 48 yards.
And the Bears.
Well, they loaded up to get the stop on 3rd and 1 there, Brock, and as a result, left a lot of daylight for him in the 2nd level. All he had to do was get there, and he did.
Yeah, I think if you get in the mind of these running backs, what the thought bubble would be, I know I may be running right into darkness and a lot of humanity, but there may be that light you're talking about, and it could open up just as it did right there.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Hall. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. Full on now to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Raiders 7. Michael Dixon set to
On
kick
now
off.
is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play, and it is 1st down Las Vegas.
First down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Seconds left, and instead of bringing the field goal unit out, they're trying for 6. Throwing here just before halftime. Brought in. And they answer. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
To Justin Shorter. Touchdown.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Chase McLaughlin set to
So we've got a
kick
tie
off.
ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3.
Champ Bailey on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Hall running between the tackles. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knocked down that run.
6-yard gain on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Coming right is Hall. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Luke Collins on the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss. That's not his game, Brock. That's not his game. He's somebody who wants to win by running through people, not popping out in space.
Yeah, I think we can agree he's probably going to hear that same messaging when he gets to the sidelines, too.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They pitch it out to him here. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Hand off to Love, running left. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, here's Love. Has a hole left, room to run. He makes it in for the touchdown.
Ball carrier, touchdown Raiders.
Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one splits the uprights. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. His return starts at the 5. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All gets it again on 2nd down. Shoves him off. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. Pick up of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Working quickly here.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Hall. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.